Godson of Colombian cartel legend Jorge Ochoa tells his family's true story. All right, I don't know you. I know your godfather. I know about him. And guess what? His boy was Pablo. Fuck that guy too. This is a precursor. I don't know the guy. I don't know who he is, but I'm just giving y'all the precursor.
El Chapo, right? Never met the guy.
El Chapo's got an ego problem.
Look, El Chapo has the same problem I have, dog. We're little people, dog. You don't understand. Dog, if I had your size, they would have shot me by now, dog. Because I'm a problem and I'm half your size, dog.
Yeah,
so
but you're more humble when you're a little bit bigger. Trust me.
Yo,
you change. You don't have the little guy complex and craziness.
My brother. I have the Napoleon complex. I have a short fuse.
Yeah, but it changes when you get a little height on you.
You think so?
Yeah, it does. Trust me. Trust me.
Nah, man.
Because you don't have to prove as much. Trust me. The bigger you are, the less you have to prove.
I'll be checking motherfuckers' pockets. I think, dog, they would have gunned me down.
No, I'm telling you, it changes when you. I'm telling you, because you don't have that.
Self-admitted Napoleon complex, all right?
All of the fights that I've gotten into is guys 5'11", 6'2". I'm like, yo.
Okay, that's good to know right there.
Why can't I argue with somebody 5'2" for once?
Okay, so it's like my little Jack Russell.
You got to pick a 5'2" guy. Well, this bozo opened his mouth about me, and now he's making it okay or making it seem okay for other fucking guys to think that they could do it.
I met Jay, bro. I was young.
Jay's a bitch, dude. He's such a little hoe, dude. Like,
now, mind you, whoever you are, dude, you not doing yourself no favors sitting in a room with a motherfucker that lie as much as that ginger bitch over there.
I wanted to ask questions that nobody else asked, right? I truly wanted to do it.
So you got a little too deep? You think you hit a nerve?
No, didn't. I didn't hit a nerve with him. He wouldn't answer no fucking questions. He voided every fucking question.
So how did you interview him for 4 hours?
You, sir, are asking too many of the right questions to be in the room with this huele bicho, okay?
I wanted to do it.
So you asked the right question. You said, how do you talk to him for 4 hours? And he didn't answer nothing. And not only that, the rest of that 4 hours was him talking about himself like a bitch. Go watch it yourself. You're doing yourself no favors talking to this dude. Now, you get to talk to whoever you want to talk to. That's on you. I don't make your decisions for you. But I can let you know who and what he is. And all you have to do to know that is go check. There's no bigger liar on the internet than that fucking guy. So you're asking the right questions. How did you talk for 4 hours? Because he don't shut the fuck up.
Shut up, bitch.
That guy doesn't shut the fuck up. He's just talking all the time.
So how did you interview him for 4 hours?
We were just talking about all kinds of shit. We started talking about me and like this.
We started talking about me. You started talking about you. You never stopped talking about you. And the only moments where you weren't talking about yourself, you were swinging off nuts. You were telling Jay how you praised him, how amazing he was. Not once did you call him a rat. Not once did you say anything about Kato. Not once. And you, whoever you are, you sitting there letting this guy talk to you like this. And you all in the conversation, because this is no different than a conversation sitting in the parking lot. This is no different than a conversation sitting on the street corner. Two guys that didn't look into it, talking about it.
But here's the problem is, their fucking people came after me in the comments. So
their people. He not talking about y'all. Y'all were gentle with him. He talking about all the people that popped up that finally voiced their opinion, that never speak. They spoke. They randos. They spoke that day. Randos. They spoke on him. They saw through him.
Hard.
What, the fans?
Fans. Oh my God, dude. So I started going.
So these two guys have fans?
Bro,
really?
Vicious.
No,
when I tell
Chapo got fans. His fans they're right there knowing that he had 15-year-old girlfriends. He got fans. You one of his fans.
Started going.
So these two guys have fans?
Bro,
really?
Vicious. No, when I tell, hold on.
I'm gonna have to look this shit up.
So I'm like,
yeah, look it up, bro. Look it up. Look it up. He didn't even put your name on here, bro. Godson of Colombian cartel legend Jorge Ochoa. That's how much respect he got for you. Morally, if you're okay with that 15-year-old girlfriend shit, then that says more about you. We don't need to talk about it. We got nothing to talk about.
Fucker, you over here sucking the dick of the biggest cooperator took down El Chapo, and you want to come after me like somebody that's solid? So I was sticking up for myself, right? You know,
hey, this is the least solid rat on the internet. Is this ginger? Dope boy hat, never been a dope boy. He was never a dope boy. He was never a smuggler. He was a pill mill.
Right.
So Chai, that I went on his platform to interview.
Well, I don't know who Alejandro is, right? Velez, I don't know who he is. He's godson of Colombian cartel legend Jorge Ochoa tells his family true story. Meanwhile, this guy hasn't shut the fuck up. At what point does dude get to tell his family story if this guy don't shut the fuck up?
Right.
So Chai, that I went on his platform to interview him.
That's the little fat guy that talks
Yeah,
to
little
them.
fat.
Did y'all hear what he called me? I don't even know his name, bro. Look, didn't put his name there. Didn't put his name nowhere. Look, nowhere. I'll go look for it in the description when I'm done. It don't matter to me right now. He called me the little fat guy. I'm looking on screen at a guy that just admitted he has a Napoleon complex. A guy that looks up to the man that had 15-year-old girlfriends and probably younger. The guy's 4 foot nothing. I didn't know you from nowhere. I know you because you popped up on a liar show when he mentioned my name. I already look at the room and say to myself, I don't know, there's one of two things. Either you know that this guy's a lying sack of shit and you're still there, which says a lot about you, or you don't know and he's fooling you and he's putting magic on you. But don't let that fucking liar convince you that it's okay to just label me however you want to label me. I'm looking at a little fat guy. I'm 6'2", 240. Miss me with the little fat guy shit. Now, your Napoleon complex dictates that you like picking on people that are 6'2", 240. But again, I didn't know you before this. You didn't know me. There's no reason for us to know each other unless we're on good terms. Otherwise, I go to find out and know what what I know about dude. I know dude's a liar. The ginger. I know he's a liar. I know nothing about you. I don't know your background. But don't let that guy or anybody else let you think that I get comfortable with allowing motherfuckers to just label me however they want to label me. Do your fucking investigation before you start calling people and labeling people what you think they are. Oh, and I'm not Mexican. I am honorary Mexican. I'm invited to the carne asada. They love me. They know I love them. I don't like liars. I don't like chomos, pedos. I don't like abusers of power. You want to sell dope, sell dope. Once it becomes psychosis, once it becomes psychopath shit, once you want to put your fucking foot on the people's necks, I got a problem with you. That's where I go as far as my nobility or my integrity. But I didn't go looking for you. I never saw you in my life to have you speaking out your mouth about me like that. So I hope that you remember this type of shit and it's just not the way to open the door. Because maybe I'm a better person. I'm for sure a better person than that sucker that you're sitting in the room with. I'm for sure somebody better to know than that piece of shit. So coming at me different would have probably gone a long way. Maybe that don't matter. Don't have to. We don't have to know each other. But I'm just letting you know. First of all, you're wrong.
That's the little fat guy that talks to them.
Yeah, little fat guy.
Yeah, I know.
He's
Yes.
a
Little fat guy gonna call me a fat guy. Get the fuck out of here. That's where you know the internet is bullshit. That motherfuckers can just go up there and say whatever they want. Not know what the fuck they're talking about. Then you tell them, hey, respectfully, you don't know what the fuck you talking about? And now they're offended. Because the whole world's seen them not knowing what the fuck they're talking about. Most people don't care. The lie is more romantic. So he interviews people and talks about himself the whole interview. Nailed it. And he says shit like, I tell people all the time, ask my girl. Right, Nelson? Dude needs to look in the mirror. How a little fat guy gonna call me a little fat guy? Shout out Velez. Bro, ain't you like 6+? Yes. The real ones don't have to convince anyone that they're real. So that tells us all we need to know. Honorary Mexican. It's actual comedy. All this transpired because Jason didn't like what the comments were saying. We saw through the BS and had to sit there and watch him lie for 4 hours. And he's been lying ever since. Now, let me tell you something else. Let's get away from this little fat guy over here for a second. On the last video, he said, oh, I called people from Chicago. I got dirt on him. I got all this stuff. I said, release it. He was in the comments of the original interview that he did with Hollywood Wade. And he's over there saying, oh, I can't wait to get his name. He's about to say it here. Wait till I get his name. See, you're lying to everybody. You keep telling them you got dirt on me and you can't figure out my name? You're a fucking cuck, bro. You're not even good at what you're trying. Anything that you've ever tried to do, what you're trying to do right now, you don't get it. But let's keep going here. I'm the little fat guy right here. Yeah, papas, that's not how you, you know. Even when that lying fucking cuck that you sitting across from came on my show, I gave him respect until I knew what he was. You over there talking, you don't even know what I am. You describing what you are. Keep your self-hate to yourself. All right, shout out also. Shy ain't hard to find, not at all.
That's the little fat guy that talks to them.
Yeah, little fat guy.
Yeah, I know.
He's a
the
little
Mexican
bitch.
guy.
I can't stand him at all. I hate him more than anything. Dude,
Doesn't he do
Hate me more than anything. Hate me more than anything. You better watch your mouth about me. Self-hate. Yeah. Keep yourself hate to yourself, papas. I was blessed with gifts. Don't be mad you ain't get them. And if you salty about me, oh man, Shy talking about me on the internet. What? Make logical sense. Don't be like the jerk off across from you, dog. It's real easy to be like the jerk off across from you. All right? But he hates me more than anything. You should do something about it.
Music or rock?
Yeah, he tried to do music and he was a failure. He hides his name. There's something about him.
There's
I'm digging into who he is. I'm waiting.
He hides his name. I'm an actor, bitch. My name's in the credits on the big screen, bitch. Go to a movie every now and then. You'll probably catch a glimpse of me, all right? I'm on the credits on the small screen too, papas. Not only am I on the credits, you say I hide my name by using Shy Ill. My name is connected to my real name legally.
No, mommy.
You dumb, weak, punk, bitch. Hey, godson of Ochoa, you should not be in the room with this guy if you call yourself any stand-up kind of fucking dude. You over there dealing with a lion sack of shit. That motherfucker wish he was a Fed. Some of my people believe he is. He's hiding his name. It's so hard to find out.
Oh, you stand him and all. I hate him more than anything.
Hate me more than hate me. Hate me. Hate me. Hate me. I love it. You can hate me all you want. All it's going to do is eat you up because you can't do shit to me. Nothing. Miss me with the bullshit. You can talk all the shit you want. Just sit at home with that hate. Be like, babe, I hate him. And no shit, I hate him. But here's the thing. I thought he had dirt on me. Now you looking for my name? What the fuck happened? Where'd the dirt go? He just mad Shy calls him out. I'm going to call anybody out. Don't cross my path talking bullshit. We're talking about a stupid person here that tells everybody he got dirt on me but can't find my name. A name that I don't hide. Dirt. He got nobody to call in Chicago but other scammers. That's it. I don't know, man. I think he's a rat. But I know he wasn't a smuggler.
Now, because there's a reason why he hides his name.
There's a reason, y'all. A reason why I hide my name, man.
I tell Chai, and I got the message. I'll show you. I'm like, bro, you're fucking fan.
He always says he'll show them. He never shows them. I showed it in the last video. I showed it.
Twins are vicious. And he's like, yeah, the twins are not happy with you.
Okay. That's the shit that he's talking about. Damn, do they ride for them boys? And I said, you acting like a hoe over some comments on the internet. Grow up. Miss me with that tough shit. Sound like me, don't it? There it is. But he just told you, little fat guy. He just told you that I said, yeah, the twins aren't happy with you. Like this is a horrible mob movie. All right, but little fat guy, I just showed you the proof that what he just told you is a lie. There's a whole lot more of that. Go in my playlist section.
To defend my fucking self.
100%.
What am I supposed to see her like a little bitch? Because I'm not that guy. I'm sorry.
Yes, you are. You that guy. You don't want to be that guy, but that's what you are.
Fucking burn the bridge down with me.
You wouldn't burn shit.
Defend myself. That's the type of person I am.
I agree.
So I told him, I was like,
he be having y'all co-sign. He gasses y'all up, boy. Y'all in there eating shit all day. Hollywood Wade did it. You did it. Everybody eating shit.
And instead of like him, continue to talk to me in the messages and the DM, he goes through the comments, dude, and starts running his mouth about me.
In the comments.
Yeah, because you're gonna. Why would I go to the comments, y'all? Because when I go in the DMs, he tells y'all lies. So talk that shit out loud. I ain't got nothing to hide. See,
Tried it. So I was like, all right, fuck you, bitch. So I went in, dude. I went hell on.
You would never fix your fucking face. He keeps saying he's going to show all this proof and hasn't shown one clip, text, email, nothing. I showed everything. And everything is still there from the day the live stream dropped. How much more can I do that I got to keep listening and allowing him to let little fat guys think that they could talk about me however they want? The chat called your BS and you ran like a little sissy.
He was working for El Chapo. That's
now, when you talk about Kato, you know what I mean? I was really, really tight with DMX. You know what I mean? DMX was a real good friend of mine. Hold on. Let me talk to his wife.
Let me say something. He said DMX was a real good friend of mine. I still talk to his wife, he says. And he says that when you used to mention Kato, that X was shut down. Well, my relationship with X was a little different. I would ask a question to DMX and he would bring Kato up to me. I do believe him when he says X would shut down the conversation about Kato. That was a very hurtful place for X to go, and he had a lot of those rooms in him. But I also know that he knows when his criminal star fuckers and just want to talk and hear these stories, and that was his real fucking friend that he loved, that protected him. Does that make sense? Now, I don't know. Maybe your relationship with Dog was way deeper than mine. But I had my experience was different, but I can understand your experience because I've seen that too. Correct me if I'm wrong. The twins were working for themselves, not El Chapo. They kind of became partners or something like that. Yeah, they were already what they were. Then the shit happened. The old men wanted them. They was like, cool, we'll deal with you, not the rest of these motherfuckers.
I told you, I've been to Chicago. I lived in Chicago for a few months. The whole thing is, Cato was a real nigga. Cato.
You know he ran Chicago.
Look, he ran Chicago. Nobody ran Chicago.
ran everything in Chicago.
All the drugs came to
everything.
him.
Cato was a
Was
real
K a big deal? Is K a legend here? Yes. But miss me with the run Chicago.
street nigga. Valerie, which is Jay's wife, her dad was a cop. I don't know if you know the whole story.
I do.
I don't think neither one of you know the whole story, and you're both gonna claim that you do.
Everything.
Right? This is the whole thing.
Listen,
If
she'll tell you.
She'll tell you. Babe, tell him, babe. He knows who ran Chicago, bro. He lived there for 2 months. Yeah, that is right. I should defer to the guy that lived here for a couple months.
Phone calls did I get after that? All the phone calls.
All the phone calls I got, babe. I got so many phone calls. Where's it at, bitch? Show that shit. Hurry up.
right,
I'm getting phone calls from Jay's co-defendants.
right.
Keto that used to deal with Cato and then
Right.
went to Jay because Cato was saying,
Keto, this guy can't get it right. The other one was just Cato, right? Keto, yeah. I've been telling y'all, they don't care about that man's name. They just care about exploiting his name to further their argument. It's just a weak-ass tactic from a weak-ass fucking ginger.
Right
you know,
now,
you know who supplied Cato all those years, right?
who?
Flores twins.
The Flores twins. And
They
Ooh, bombshell. More name dropping, bro. Dude is such a fraud. What a piece of shit. He belongs on the Johnny Mitchell show. Yeah, bullshitters got to bullshit together. They only got each other. They all interview each other's people. It's all the same shit. It's a network of liars. I don't want no part of it.
Valerie was, well, I don't know now, but maybe with all the plastic surgeon shit, but Valerie was like one of the most prettiest women in Chicago. For her to have, bro, you got to be a bad bitch to have some of the rawest dudes in Chicago after you.
Yeah.
There's a million women, right? But if you ask me my personal opinion about this shit, like fucking, when you would talk about Cato to DMX would always change the subject. He was really, really friends with, you know, if you look at my Instagram, I got
I could
multiple.
attest to that. He loved that man, bro. Who's that guy? Primo, I don't know his name, bro. He's a little fat guy that called me a little fat guy, right? He's a little fat Mexican guy who's the godson of the Colombian cartel legend,
The fake Colombian.
Jorge Ochoa, and he tells his family true story. But the ginger didn't put his name in the title because, you know, fuck whoever he is, as long as we know who his family was. Probably the same family member that said that Val don't let him see Cato's kids. Exactly. That's why I can't trust these guys and their stories. Because this shit ain't real. Bro, jealous of the twins' wife, of everything.
There next to fucking Nori. I was there in his fucking couch and I'm talking when we're sitting down and we're chilling and we're talking. I want to know the DMX that nobody sees. I want to know Earl, not DMX. You know what I mean? And
It depends. Well, how many times had you met him before you was trying to get to Earl? Earl wasn't in the business of letting anybody get to fucking Earl. Especially being pushy about it the first time. So that's probably, there's manners involved. Again, I don't know the story. I'm just going by what you're saying here, you know? Little fat guy.
I brung up Cato a few times and X will change the conversation. Mind you, I'm high, X is high.
Everybody-
Yeah,
When
that
you're
ain't
high-
it. That ain't it. Conversation's different with the guys that X didn't get high with. I probably couldn't have never said no realer shit on this channel than what I just told y'all. Maybe the conversation's different with the motherfuckers X didn't get high with. And those guys, they don't want no parts of the guys that got high with them.
A family member reached out to me and told
Cato.
me,
Family member, reach out to me. You want to put them motherfuckers' feet under the over the coals? I'm the guy. Credibility out the window with this fucking ginger. Shout out Velez. No mames, when it's some good coke, you do not get close.
No, mommy's wait.
So, little fat guy, you made a couple of mistakes here. You letting the guy spin a web for you. You letting the guy lie to you, and this is just a regular conversation that could have been happening anywhere. Where a guy's lying to you in a bar. Same shit. You labeled me, mislabeled me. I'm not mad about it. I just don't think that that's wise to just be, you know, comfortable saying shit that's incorrect in public to the world when it can be used against you. The way I used it against you, little fat guy. We'll find out your name eventually. When I feel like making the video small again and going through the description and scrolling down to see how far I have to get before he put your name in there. Put both these guys in the fucking back. Both of them.
They said that rumor has it that Jay took him out.
You ready? There it is. Rumor has it he talks like a bitch. He just told you, little fat guy, that he talked to a family member. Then he said the rumor is. Now I'm going to tell you what his excuse is going to be. Well, that's legal because you got to be legal. You got to shut up, bitch. We know what a bitch talk like. Rumor has it a family member of K said this, but now rumor has it. Doesn't he do that with every sentence he says? All you got to do is pay attention. Don't sit in a room with these kind of people, bro. Dirty, dirty people. That's a dirty guy right there. Slimy fucking piece of shit.
And the Flores twins wanted to get him out the way so they could make more money, and took his old lady.
Bro, you know what? I think that the Flores brothers were making so much money that the money that, even though Cato was running one city, the Flores brothers...
Listen, shout out to little fat guy asking the right questions. Shout out little fat guy for giving this lying sack of shit a little pushback.
The Flores brothers were flooding so many other people. Remember, they were one of the key operations for the cartel in Mexico, bro. That's the only reason. That's the only reason why they...
Yes and no. Only for the Chicago...
Little fat guy, don't let him lie to you. That his inner just riles up every time you say something admirable about the twins. His inner kick in and shit. And he start talking, and then he tells you the wrong story. Then you go have this conversation with somebody else. I'm trying to bring you the truth. Step your fucking game up. Everybody involved.
Atlanta.
I wasn't in that circle, bro, so I can't really say, but I know the Flores.
Neither was he, little fat guy. Little fat guy. He was not in the circle either. He can't say. The only time he did talk to somebody in the circle, he gripped his nuts for 4 hours. Then the comments said bad things to him, and he cried like a bitch. And instead of talking shit to the commenters, he started talking shit about Jay directly after having 4.5 hours of time to call him any rat that he wanted, to ask him any K question, to ask me my name, all of that shit. Didn't do none of it. Started shitting on us. Started saying a bunch of inappropriate homoerotic tendency talk about me. And then he made it comfortable for you to sit across from him and call me the little fucking fat guy, little fat guy. Hey, to anybody that wants to go on his 10 Holes Down, Jason Votrobek podcast, if anybody wants to go there, just understand, you're not going there for him to talk about you. You're going there for him to say whatever he wants while you listen.
This can be either this and that, right? So I was like, so how'd you count all that money? And they're like, oh, we didn't count none of it.
This is what I wanted to talk about. I missed it in the last video. This part right here.
Smart as can be either this and that, right? So I was like, so how'd you count all that money? And they're like, oh, we didn't count none of it.
They will weigh it?
They said, no. They said, we didn't count none of it at all. I said, what do you mean? I said, who counted? Oh, we had people that counted for us. I'm like, so you never seen the money and never counted? And he said, no.
One of the first things that I complained about on this channel in the Surviving El Chapo series was the lack of front businesses that the Flores twins seems to have. They seem to have things that they enjoyed, like the barbershop, but I didn't see front businesses. I heard a lot about them having Stashly. Salutes to her wherever she is. Hope she's living a great life. Stashly, if you ever get wind of this, holla at me. I'd love to talk to you. We'll disguise your voice. We'll silhouette you, whatever you want. Right? But my understanding was Stashly was loading up houses and shit, right? Getting real estate, and they were loading up houses. And when the twins, and I used to be like, they ain't got no front businesses. These guys are dumb. And then when I finally got them on the show, one of the first questions that I asked them was, why didn't you go, what do you do with the money? How do you launder the money, man? I didn't hear nothing about any front businesses being organized. Like a front business for most people is, I would imagine, is like it's a whole nother branch of the business. And what was their answer to me? I said, when you get to that level, how do you launder the money? Their answer was, you don't. That answer is too simple, too plain, too logical for stupid, big-eared, ginger-faced, goofy motherfuckers to understand, liars to understand. So it's even hard for him to believe that they would pay people to count their money. You think that the twin brothers set of guys that were facilitating the entire United States in one way or another and getting it from Mexico and all this shit, that those guys were sitting at home like this? You gotta be a fucking idiot like this fucking idiot that's wearing a dope boy hat and was never a dope boy. Just because it's not your answer, just because you would think that you're gonna sit there and count your own money. Well, you'd never understand those problems. You know how long it would take to count that money, that amount of money, to time itself? You can tell he never had it like them. This guy didn't have nothing. He's a swamp rat. This dude didn't do no research at all. In the Amigo call, Jay said they sold him 20 keys at 55 each. That's 1.1 million. Jay called and said, if you drop it to 50K, I'll buy more. Now, here's another thing they don't know. Imagine the amount he was buying at his peak. Here's another thing they don't know. Remember, he told him he wanted the lesser price because the quality was lesser, right? It doesn't come off like that, but that's what he was telling him. He's like, yeah, that last shit wasn't as good as we thought it was. There was nothing wrong with it. They had to do that to get Chapo to change a number. Because I've seen people argue and say, oh, well, look at them. They were broke. They needed 5,000 off. No, that was a tactic in trying to capture him and make their deal. The tactic was they had to get him to make a decision and change a number, and he did. But you can't explain that to this orange in Garfield over here. But little fat guy is falling for all of it. He's like, damn, this guy knows everything.
We did it. It was El Chapo's. We used his tunnels. We used this. I'm like, so what was so?
Hey, little fat guy. He never said that, and this guy never produced a receipt of him saying that. The live stream, go listen to it for yourself. The live stream exists. The breakdown of the live stream exists. The video where I exposed him exists. Do your research. See if you want to sit with that dork again. If you're still a Chapo fan after knowing he was a chomo, disregard everything I said. Go sit with him all you want. I can't say respectfully because you've already spoken on me without me even knowing you existed. Your label of me was out before I even knew what you looked or sounded like or that you ever existed. But if you okay with all that, then go on, sit down with dude. Just keep my name out your mouth, bro. Don't let dude convince you that I'm the motherfucker to talk about. Clown of a channel to platform this goofy ginger. That's his channel. It's the ginger's channel. Little fat guy is the guest. Little fat guy is the guest. That goes to show you that nobody knows. When you go there, you think they're going to talk about you. He's going to talk about him for 4 hours, bro. It's what he does. This is his podcast. This is the Ginger's podcast. This is the guest. We don't know shit about him. Not his name, nothing. Just that he's a little fat guy that felt comfortable calling me a little fat guy. That's it. That's all we know. And that he's like a fan of Chapo and shit. Whatever. Let me ask you something. So many people that you reach out to, why are you the one talking about it? Why is it always people that have nothing to do with the story? Why ain't Damian Cash telling this story about the twins? Why ain't JC telling this story about the twins and saying that they weren't what everybody thought they were? Why isn't anybody else? I haven't been hip to anybody else saying this shit on the internet. Is it just this fucking dork? If it's just this dork, then what are we talking about?
Why do you think that they will turn on El Chapo like that?
I don't know. Everybody seems to know. I don't know why you guys are so... And like that, little fat guy, ask yourself why El Chapo ratted on all the people that he ratted for 30 years. Ask why El Mayo... You guys talk about... He's going to talk about it. I don't know if we're going to even watch it, but little fat guy is going to talk about El Mayo is not talking. He's going to go standing 10 toes down. El Mayo been talking for 40 years. His son said it in the book. He been pointing out his enemies to the police. You don't know that they've been turning people. So is that not snitching? Or you got a different code, right? That's the problem. It's all pick and choose which one is which. Maybe because if they stayed, they would have been murdered by rivals. Maybe. Huh? What do? Those are the three choices you got. Become something you're not and kill everything. Get smoked. Or do what they did.
I'm going to tell you why.
They would.
I'm going to tell you why.
It's all fun and games at the beginning until it gets serious.
Well, everybody's homeboys and friends till the feds come. When the feds come, it breaks up a lot of friendships.
No.
See, he likes to defend that part. No, not me. I stood tall. You're a rat. Swamp rat.
Nobody thinks about that, right? You're put in the spotlight and all of a sudden you're the fucking OG, you're the cool, everybody, you're at the parties.
This guy thinks he's a fucking guidance counselor. He is more lost than anybody I know that's in witness protection. Real talk, bro.
See, Ryan Wedding, he chose to side. Ryan Wedding was like, fuck it, I'm ready to go to war because I liked it.
Yeah, go ahead. Listen, we also, and guess what? He woke up. Guess what this guy woke up? I never put out part 3 of that interview. That shit was longer, the edited version. Remember the part where he talks about all his good Aryan Nation friends? Remember the part where he said he don't like the Italian mob either? Or the cartels or anybody? But Ryan Wedding, love him some Ryan Wedding, boy. That motherfucker a grip for Ryan Wedding. I don't know. Maybe we got to look into his racismo. Maybe little fat guy, Colombia, shouldn't be sitting in the room with a bigot. Maybe he's a bigot. How many more times can I prove this guy's a dork? This guy's in the comments calling me all kind of fucking names. You can't even have an interview show because it turns into your guest interviewing you, not because you're interesting, but because they can't get a word in edgewise. Because you're an empty little hoe whose mommy didn't listen to him. Daddy didn't listen to him. Friends disregarded him. Never found the right thing to say every time he tried talking to the girl. Stumble across his words and speak in typos and plagiarism. Maybe your friends when you were a kid didn't play ball with you because they knew you were a fucking liar. And look at you now, looking like a fucking doofy over here. Ryan Wedding. I love me some Ryan Wedding. Silly bitch.
Shut up, bitch. Shut your fucking mouth.
He don't know you either. Get off his nuts. And he stole somebody else's podcast name. That's fucked up.
This money. I'm about that life.
No, you're not. You're absolutely not.
It was a match, and they went about that life. So
Right.
they knew.
They've told you 1,000 times they weren't gangsters, man. You know who's not a gangster? You. You not a gangster. You like telling people how, oh yeah, I put a gun in his face. You ain't bust nothing. Shut your bitch ass up, man.
Shut up. Shut your fucking mouth.
You like talking about smuggling. You ain't do no fucking smuggling, dog. We saw pictures of you, man. You look like a cop. Y'all know the picture I'm talking about? This look like every Bostonian, Floridian, racist police officer that I've ever known in my life, man. Look at this dork. And this is the guy that likes talking about Jake 1090 and Shikashi Tix 9 and Chai. He sounds like he was chemically castrated as a child. I think he was just born like that. I don't think nobody had to shrink his balls. White is right for him. Should this be on the thumbnail of this video tomorrow? The problem is I don't think people are going to recognize him. His live face is the beard he got last year and the haircut his girlfriend gave him. Nelson might have gave him, now Nelson shaved his face. Histrionic personality disorder, an ongoing pattern of extreme emotion and constant attention seeking. That's it, man. He's histrionic. Well, listen, take your histrionics and move on with your life. You got nothing to say about me. You've been exposed. I didn't have to make up nothing. I didn't have to say nothing. You said it yourself. I just had to show it. I didn't manipulate it. I didn't move it. I showed it in the exact timeline that it existed in the universe. You manifested all this. And I'm going to tell every person that I talk to that you're a fucking liar if they bring you up. Never going to give you light. You're a nobody. A nothing. And you're a coward. You ain't going to do none of the shit you say you're going to do. And little fat guy, learn how to talk about people on the internet now. Don't get me wrong. I be out of pocket on the internet, right? But not just about, I be out of pocket about motherfuckers that I know did some shit that to me is indefensible. Like dating children. I'm trying to be careful with El Tubo. El Tubo tried to take me out for saying that you know what I'm saying. He's a hostrionic. He's a hostrionic huele bicho. And he got homoerotic tendencies. Him and motherfucking Primo, man, they be saying some weird shit. Hey, you love me, Shy. This other guy be saying mad gay shit. Like, hey, man. 1 huele bicho, 2 huele bichos, 3 huele bichos. Oh, hold on. Let me move the bar sign. There you go. Huele bicho watch. There's only one thing I can guarantee. He was pussy here, he was pussy here, and he's pussy here. That I can guarantee. He should probably shut the fuck up. But little fat guy, this is for you, all right? Little fat guy, see this right here? You a Florida guy, right? Little Miami guy, little fat guy? This is Florida though, but this Orlando. I'm not supposed to be filming here, but I am. Why am I not supposed to be filming here? Because DMX's show, Soul of a Man, was being filmed that night. The night before this, I was in South Carolina. The night before that, I was in Washington, D.C. The night before that, we were in Chicago at the House of Blues. A dude from Chicago threw me a Sox hat. He threw me a Sox hat from the second floor when he realized there was a Chicago guy there standing on that stage. Threw his hat onto the stage. Kept that hat. Wore that hat. Buried that hat with my grandfather. That's me right there. X is up. That's the audience right there. And they're all looking at me and I got their attention. And this is the end of my set. By this point, they could be telling me, fuck you, get off my stage. And I'm only saying this so that you understand that I'm talking the real shit. And that dude you was sitting in that room with that made you comfortable enough to just call me a little fat guy, is not of the character or ilk that you should probably be sitting with if you care about, what people think about you. And I don't really give a fuck what people think about me. I give a fuck what I think about me. So I don't sit in those circles. But you invoked DMX's name. You said you were a friend. You also said you got high with him. That makes us different. Stop listening to these fucking people. And please. And if you're upset about me calling you little fat guy, you have no right. And I could give a fuck. Shout out Primo. It is him. Look him up. I just want you to know. Shout out Zorada. Shot, you just killed them with I had all their attention. Fuck are you talking to? I don't sit around here tooting my own fucking horn. But don't talk to me like I'm some sucker little fat guy. Little fat guy. We're getting into little fat guy story. Oh, look, I go gallo, little fat guy. Te metiste. You didn't want us looking into your shit. This shit better be A1. Okay?
No.
This shit better be A1. Shout out Ish. Primo pulled up his name, his position, his business. I see the vegan food truck. He got a vegan food truck. You can't be vegan and be trying to fuck with me, bro. All right, well, hold on. This little ass shit. Is this him sitting there? This little fat guy? Then this is, what's this, a big guy? Big guy got a bat? Let me see. Yeah, you didn't see that coming? I thought you was a gangster. Oh, little guy's leaning right here. Oh, you just taking shots? Oh, you didn't see that coming. He wasn't ready. Little fat guy wasn't ready. Coño, man. God damn. Come on, little fat guy. This guy threw you all over the parking lot. You didn't see that shit coming? You didn't what they call it? You didn't up blicky on him? He put his leg up like he was Karate Kid. He checked. It wasn't a leg kick. He checked the swing of a bat. He rolling up, chilling. What's this guy doing? He's all tired and shit from his vegan meal. Little fat guy. How you still fat and you got a vegan restaurant, bro? I don't want to go to a fat-ass vegan restaurant, man. You spending your vegetable money on fucking steaks when you get out of there? This guy rolled up on you slowly, did a whole circle. You know, you a Masvidal fan, little fat guy. You know when Masvidal went to kick fucking Ben Askren or knee him in the fucking head? You know how he took a little detour and he went, I think he went right. He might have went right, then he broke back left and kneed him in the head. That's what dude did to you right there, man. Go, watch this little detour. See how he went? You see how he went there? Yeah. Little detour. Little fat guy, he took a little detour right there. That's what dude did to you. You had all the time in the world to get the fuck out the way. Check it out. See, this is the detour right here, that little step. Little fat guy, you got to watch for that step. I don't know what you're doing over here, eating the fucking lettuce sandwich. But you gotta look out. He came with the bat. He said, "What's up, motherfucker?" With his ass out. Go, gotta go. He said, "Coño, man." Jesus. Oh, got punched in his shit. Oh, wait, we gotta hear him.
But the random beatdown ended when a friend and Good Samaritan saw what was happening. When he ran over to help, the suspect took off.
As soon as I saw it, the only thing that I could think to do was to hop up, go try and help out.
Montanez owns
That's it. Dude got his licks in. Y'all ain't do shit.
Organic Food Kings in Wynwood.
But want to go on a motherfucking podcast with a liar and call me little fat guy. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
He's a convicted felon who served time but now employs other convicted felons who struggle to get jobs.
Good for you. I like that. If that's true. If that's true that you hire other felons, salute to you, bro. The guys that you talk about and you glorify, chomos, snitches. How you gonna put your leg up waiting to get hit like you did when your mom came with the belt? Facts. He forgot the moves. Oh, that's what happened. FJ wax on, wax off. Little fat, he's just a little fat guy. You can't expect too much from him. He's a guy that got a lot of good things going for him, right? He got friends that are willing to back him up when he's getting smashed the fuck up in the parking lot, right? You got your business to care about, but he wants the clout of being a former felon. So he's willing to be interviewed with anybody. So he goes and sits there and lets Jason Votrobek interview himself for him, but wants to call me little fat guy. You should probably check your ego, Papa, and watch how you talk about people that you have no reason to talk about. Next time, if you've only caught my show or you only caught a reel or whatever, if you don't know my name, don't say my motherfucking name. I still don't know yours. Oh, no, I do now. I talk about people in the news. I talk about people on the internet that come talking their shit. But you ain't got no place to be labeling me nothing.
This is gonna be the last time that I come home to my family. That was everything flashed in front of my eyes.
It's so dramatic. It all flashed. What happened? You never been in a scrap before? Got his ass whipped warrior style. Getting baseball furies caught up to him. They got him in the air right there. That looks like a little fat guy in the air. That don't look like a 6'2", 240-pound motherfucker in the air right there. Well, you ain't never fought 2 or 3 motherfuckers before? You ain't never fought through a crowd of people? You ain't been in enough crowds. But look at him, he in the air right there. Legs is swinging and shit. That look like a little fat guy getting flipped on his shit right there. I don't know. Jason Votrobek, you're going to have to find video of me getting flexed like this.
Surveillance cameras captured this
before anybody on your show talk shit to me. And Nelson, fuck you. Nelson, you even put it than the redhead. Because you swing off his nuts. He's your come up. You're both losers. Tony Montana was a fake gangster. That was a movie, stupid.
An attack in Wynwood last month. You can see a man with...
Look, man, he pulled the misdirect. Oh, lo cagó el gallo, man. Crazy, huh? How dare he talk to me like that? This bad. He walked all the way up on you, little fat guy.
Alex Montanez said the guy asked him his...
What the fuck is that, little fat guy? That's the defense for batazo? Coño, if it was a machete, te jodito. How you gonna own an organic food business and move that slow? Eat more spinach, motherfucker. He wasn't on his Popeye. He's just a little fat guy. You're asking too much of a little fat guy, bro. But this guy got ran up on. He still ain't swung it once. First swing, engage. Why you running? Where you running to? Little fat guy?
His name and started beating him.
Boom, right there you engage. See, he swung the first time. If you would have engaged instead of running, he wouldn't have been able to get you the second time.
Run.
Little fat guy. Come on, little fat guy. You gotta relax. Don't talk about me like that.
39-year-old.
Run your fucking business. Stay off of liars' shows. If you can't handle being called on your bullshit, get off the internet. Stop glorifying bullshit to kids. Your heroes are pedos. He was talking like he's Popeye on the show. Man, Napoleon complex. Napoleon didn't run like this. You got Jordan 3s on. Those are for jumping, not running. And you left your hat. How you leave your hat? I'm not leaving my hat. Come on, little fat guy.
Was waiting for an Uber to catch...
Right there, another engagement that you missed. Little fat guy. 6'2", 240, little fat guy. Coming from a little fat guy that got flexed the fuck up in a parking lot by a dude with a bat. You probably shouldn't be fucking talking about me, bro. Shy ended up being the bully. I always end up being the bully. I can kill y'all with the truth. Y'all can't kill me with your lies.
That's a heat game. He says the man hit him 10 times. He ended up with a fractured rib, a broken shoulder, a concussion, and bumps.
You can't get picked up and thrown around like that and call me a little fat guy. The fuck is wrong with you? While you're sitting with a liar?
Bruises all over his body.
I don't know why. I've never seen that guy. I don't owe anybody anything.
But the random beatdown ended.
You owe me an apology. You do owe.
When a friend and Good Samaritan saw what was happening.
And they still didn't do shit. And friends and Good Samaritans, they didn't do shit.
Ran over to help, the suspect took off.
And then he ran on his friends, left his friends there. It ain't a gang of them, it's just you, bro. You know his snitch ass called the news so they can run an article about it.
No, mommy's weak.
He want to talk shit about me. Call me a little fat guy. Who called the news? Huele huh? Who called the news? Somebody else. Cloud chaser.
As soon as I saw it, the only thing that I could think to do was...
The only thing you could think to do was run over there and do shit. You didn't do nothing. You gave your boy an opportunity to run away.
Pop up, go try and help out.
Montanez owns Organic Food Kings.
If y'all gave a fuck, you would have held dude down and fucked him up before the police got there. But I gotta watch this video up here. This is where the whole story's told. I want to see how far he ran after they ran up. I want to see if he went all the way back inside or got in the car and then came back out. I gotta see how far he ran. Little fat guy did.
Who served time but now employs other convicted felons who struggle.
See, I want to be able to talk about you nice because you hire felons. Watch your fucking mouth about me.
To get jobs.
This is going to be the last time that I come home to my family.
That's what you were thinking? Is it going to be the last time? Nah, I wouldn't think I was going to survive this.
That was everything flashed in front of my eyes.
Yeah, he got food trucks in Miami. What he don't got is a right hand, a left hand, no elbows. He got no kicks, no blocks, no defense. He's just a little fat guy.
That's when the victim, Alex Montanez, said the guy asked him his name and started beating him with a bat.
Run.
The 39-year-old was waiting for an Uber to catch a weekend. He says the man hit him 10 times. He ended up with a fractured rib, a broken shoulder, a concussion, and bumps and bruises all over his body.
Listen, bro, don't talk about me. That's it. If you weren't embarrassed about calling the news to show them a video you getting smacked the fuck up in the parking lot, don't be embarrassed by me calling you on how you talked about me on the internet. I'll leave that up to you. Shout out Samsung. You should price check his stories. He has a few, and it changes like prices at Walmart. The little fat guy has put himself on our radar. You have effectively and officially made yourself the content.